All right, this next video is gonna kind of be more for the maintenance man. Maybe you're the only one on the property and you got to do something you're not comfortable doing or haven't done yet. And it's summertime and the ACs start going out and stuff. Here's a problem you might run into. This weekend on call, I had the condenser fan lock up on me. It was actually this unit right here. I got over here and compressor was screaming and the motor wasn't spinning, so I thought it was going to be the capacitor, because our capacitor is fan and compressor, and maybe the fan side went out. And once I took the breaker out, and I thought, you know what, let me just double check before I get a capacitor and throw in it, you know, something I can diagnose. And I just stuck my flathead down and tried to manually spin the blades, and it was all locked up. It should spin freely, kind of like this right here. Well, actually, this ain't gonna work because this is the one I took off. So I literally took the one that was on this vacant unit and just threw it on there so I could get cold air to these people, and then I'd come in Monday and work on the vacant. So I got one right here we had in the shop. Now it says it was hot and it maybe worked. So normally when they don't work, we cut the wires off. This one's got wires on it, so we're gonna give it the test, but this will give you an idea of what I mean by diagnosing it. Like, see how it's locked up? I mean, when air blows outside, it should spin these blades if the unit's not engaged. So I'm going to show you how to switch this out. Now, unfortunately, I didn't think about filming like when I actually took it off and did the work, but you need to, on units like this, you really need to go just wire for wire. This one won't matter anymore, but one thing you should do is even just take a picture of where the wires go. Once you get the bolts out of the side, kind of lift up, and you'll see wires, like these are obviously wires to the compressor. You'll see the other wires coming from the fan and going through this hole. Make note of what those colors are and trace them when they come out here. Figure out where they go to, take a picture. Nothing wrong with that. Like I said, when you get AC calls in the middle of the night or on the weekend, these people don't care how you did it, they just want cold air. So but that'll help you get confused about where, getting confused from where the wires will go. So you see this little shroud right here, that's going to be your point that goes in right here. And what I'll do is kind of hang it up on side, and see, I'm still paranoid. I don't even know if I'm really getting all this in frame or not. But we'll tuck these back through this hole down here. I almost need a cameraman with me, you know. So we got those down there. We're gonna pull them through. You don't want any slack down there. They'll get caught up in these blades, and then you got a bigger problem on your hand. So we got that in. Now we're gonna situate it around the shroud, get all the goodies tucked in. Let's see, almost there, almost there. All right, it's all tucked in. And now I remember this from yesterday. So black's gonna go up here with power. I'm gonna put that right beside black. And now I already got my breaker and stuff pulled over there, so where all those people wondering about safety, we're good to go. And so that leaves me with 2 wires. And when I took them off yesterday, I kept saying purple's a common color, because right here in the middle is our common. So I know purple goes to common. Actually, I'm going to take this off and hold it in my hand since I want to make sure it goes in here. So I said purple's going to go to common. That leaves brown. Brown's going to go to fan. So you got 3 wires coming off the fan. You got to have power to it. And one has to go to common, because common has to connect to everything, and the other one has to go to fan. So we're powered up. What I need to do is put a few screws in this thing so it doesn't shake the holy hell if it powers on and it does work. And really, you should have a, what are these? These are probably 3/8 nut driver, but I don't. I lost my inserts. So actually not. I might have a drill bit that size. Bear with me, bear with me. No, okay, it's 5/16. I don't have 5/16. You need to get you a 5/16 nut driver. Make your life easier. Instead of using a flathead all the time. Hey, look, I dropped something. If you've seen any of my other videos, you get that joke. Put like one more on the back side, and then we'll power this thing up and see what we got. Right here in this corner. And then we'll see if she goes or blows. All right. Yeah, good enough for me. Now, I don't remember if the breaker's on inside or not. Let's go find out together. I'll just keep holding this thing because it makes me paranoid if last thing I want to do is make a video where you can't see anything. Oh, hey, puppy dog. Alright. Don't put the goodies in here. Breakers are on. Oh, let's see what's off in here. Well, that didn't sound good, so let's go check that. Sounds like we had some rubbing out here right off the bat. Okay, yeah, just hit on something. Now, I may have messed up my own rules and not pulled enough fucking slack through. Yep. See? Listen to what I say. There's this black wire. Alright. Yep. Yeah. It reminds me of a song by Testament called Practice What You Preach. Alright, I don't see any cuts. I think I shut it off in time. Let's give it another go. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it from out here. What we'll do is we'll engage everything inside, so when I plug that breaker in out here, it should fire up. And if there's still a problem, I can pull it a lot quicker than running all the way around. So we'll say, yeah, that should fire it up when I turn it on. Like I said, man, I'm not gonna be really editing this stuff. I want you to see what happens when you run into a jam and you gotta, figure it out, because that's what happens when you're on call and you're out there in the world and something doesn't work. You do it. You gotta figure it out, man. All right, let's try this again. Boom. Like butter. I know everything else works as far as the pipe being cold, because I was working in there the other day, so I had no heating issues. So what we'll do is we're just gonna run a few more screws if we missed any. Actually, maybe that one right there. And then nicely wind these cables up, put them in, and put our shroud back on. You're done. We'll cut the cords off of that and let somebody know don't use that, and down the road we keep the shroud and you can mount a new motor to it. and everything. But you know, if you're a homeowner, some of this still applies. You know, that's not difficult stuff going wire for wire, just go slow. But for the sake of time, we'll go ahead and end it here, and we'll see you on the next one.